that.
Oh yeah, do we need to make sure DREAMCATCHER is visible?
DREAMCATCHER! Handong, we miss you, we love you. Okay. One day suddenly the light did not come. People forgot how to say good things. We're gonna, this is our reaction video. Hi guys, my name is Umu. I am ReacttotheK's channel creator, and I'm also a French horn player.
And I am Sean, ReacttotheK's channel arranger and a composer.
And so we're diving into DREAMCATCHER's comeback scream!
And I'm wearing my green in honor of the tree of language.
I'm so happy you put so much effort into what you're wearing. All right, let's go. 3, 2, scream! The Four Seasons.
Yeah, really sitting on the syncopations or the offbeats in the voice.
Oh, cool. Keeping in the longer. But the male voices.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Get that snare in.
Yeah. Still pretty sparse, though. I mean, there's the bass and the drums.
Oh, yeah. We're just waiting for that explosion. Was that Handong? Like, representing her? Some fast triplets. Da, 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 da. Oh!
This is a bit from the teaser.
Dami! Oh my god.
Nice chromatic ascent.
Oh my god! Whoa! I have so much to say, but oh! Whoa!
Huh.
Devil horns? Wow. Oh, harmonies. Nice build back up. Just using the lower percussion samples. Whoa.
Did they?
Oh, that's new.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, it's more. This time it is more synthy, I think.
Yeah, we had a little lift before we hit again. Oh, I like that moment so much.
Okay, so that...
Okay, sorry, you go ahead. What?
What is it saying? To be continued.
The story.
Yeah, so I suppose this is the beginning of a new arc.
Okay, let's talk about the music.
Yes.
I was just freaking out the entire time. I think they really relied on emphasizing the triplets versus just doing the da-da-da-da, just the last bit of the triplet, and then it's just played a lot around with syncopation and subdivision, so you could feel the song differently throughout the entire thing. I love that the chorus, it had Dami in the first chorus, the spoken parts, then it had Gahyun in the second chorus, and then it had the low alterated voice in the last chorus, and then I hope this Gahyun rapping and then Dami rapping becomes a thing, because I think my soul just like ascended to the heavens happens when that happened because Gahyun has such extreme attitude and a cute rapping, and then Dami has like the swag and the punch, and so like that happening in Piri and then here, like it's like the most amazing of things. I'm just like so incredibly. I love this comeback, what I've like just first listened through. What did you pick up on?
Yeah, I liked, I mean, as you're talking about with the change around the rhythms, like having in the second verse there was a lot of the hemiola, which is, I guess, hitting the quarter notes in the space of dotted quarter notes, so where it would normally be 1 2 3 2 2 3 3 2 3 4 2 3. They're hitting da 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 da, which was also in the instrumental of the chorus. Da 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 da. So I liked how that carried into the second verse, and also just meant the second verse really contrasted with the first, because I don't think that was present, or at least not prominent then.
Can we go in a second time?
Yeah. Can we have it louder this time?
Oh, yes! I was hoping you'd say that! Loud time.
Yes, let's have it
3, 2,
super loud.
Let's destroy our ears. Burb! We don't have any subdivisions right now, so it feels so spacious, which then allows the song to develop when we do have subdivisions here. And now we have downbeats.
Yeah, just 4 on the floor.
2, 3, 4. And I love the fast rhythms in the vocal part. And then the high harmony, lower harmony.
By not filling out the triplets, it kind of briefly just sounds like it swung for a little while, but then it starts getting the extra drive of having them all filled.
We're floating in the pre-chorus. And now we have the low stuff coming back in, leading us. Da 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 da. Wait. I love that part. We need to talk about that later. Tonic. Slower rhythms.
Yeah.
Dot, 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 dot. And then it continues. Because Gahyun. Okay, I'll talk about that later too. Ah! I like the oohs between vocal lines. I'll just go. Star one. And we have a tiny bit of low brass in the background. That transition was so good. We've got the bells with the drips of water. A lot of reverb.
Yeah, that was developing just going up to the 5th. Sounds really nice. Yeah.
Oh, they have added a new synth?
Yeah.
Layered on top of the guitar. Oh, I love how at the very end they take out the instrumental before the very last scream comes in, so it ends with just that voice.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we talk about the scream, 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 scream? So, it's like, is it microtonal, just the second one?
It's 5, 6, 7 leading tone.
Okay, because it sounded like it just went out of the key.
I mean, it's like it goes from a minor seventh to a leading tone. Like, but the last one is a 5 chord, I'm sure, but I don't remember whether the first one is against a major 5.
Scream!
Yeah.
Scream! Wait, no, it's a little lower. See, I hear the first one and the leading tone in the key, but the second and third one I don't hear. I hear it just like literally just as spoken and not actually as a note belonging to. Yeah,
I mean, so part of what makes the sound of a chorus, also of a string orchestra, is if you have a bunch of people singing or playing the same note, they don't play exactly the same note. They play approximately the same note. There is a small microtonal cluster that ends up formed, especially if they're vibratoing, then like they're all vibratoing at slightly different speeds. So you're getting a whole bunch of things in a small microtonal range. And this thickens the sound and makes it sound more full. But it also means it can be a little bit harder to say exactly what the pitch is. We tend to kind of hear the pitch as toward the upper part of that band, but overall, it does kind of make it ambiguous.
Because of the vibrato.
Right, because but yeah, it does mean that exactly what the pitch is a little bit ambiguous. I do hear it as B, C, D, D sharp.
Okay.
Is it on? Let me just listen to the chords again, rather than saying what it may be. Okay, actually, I was assuming this was on a 5 chord. It may actually be on a 6 chord. It's the same leading effect in that the D sharp points up to an E, but it's actually just sort of the 6 chord twisting around a weird way.
All right, the next part I wanted to talk about was the second verse, how rhythmically the rap part works so well. So we have da 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 da. So we had the he mi yo la rest, he mi yo la rest.
Yeah.
Da 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 da, and then we have Dami coming in. Da 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 da. She doesn't get a rest, or a tiny bit. There's less rest, so it's like rest, rest, da 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 rest, da 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 rest. So I like how that energetically carried out and like transferred.
Yeah, so I was just noticing this time, while the chorus has the hemiola, but it's keeping the beat, you're still hearing da 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 da. Here it actually just, everything is hitting the hemiola and you're not hearing the original grouping, so it's just da 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 da.
And then when Dami's part comes in, I think the instrumentation changes a little bit.
Then, yeah, here it's back.
Okay, but yeah, no, I am like super excited about this release, and it's so incredibly masculine and feminine at the same exact time. It has this really unapologetic, dark, loud sound that not many other girl groups are doing. I do hear that Moonbyul's solo is very, very masculine too. Yeah, no, Dreamcatcher's got something not many others have.
I don't...
And folks, they still haven't gotten their first win, so let's give it to them, please! I'm gonna be streaming this left and right. I'll put like all the different like ways that you can vote for them and stream for them in the description of this video. Let's get these girls their first win. I think it's 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, they debuted in 2016.
So we will be checking out the album. I don't know when that'll be up, but thanks so much for watching, and we'll see y'all later.
Bye.